The woman accidentally discovered a strange mechanism behind the wall clock. After she pressed the switch, the bookshelf next door moved apart to both sides at the same time. It revealed a dazzling golden glow. The woman hurried into the secret chamber to see its true appearance. What met her eyes were box after box of gold. In an instant, she was so delighted that she could not stop smiling. She continued to search for any other treasures. The secret chamber not only contained a large amount of rare medicinal herbs, but also countless pieces of jewelry. Even a single item was priceless. The woman immediately directed her bracelets at the treasures. Without missing a single one, she stored them all into one space. Then she went to find her father. She proactively offered to go to the countryside in place of her stepsister. But in return, she demanded that the family's passbook be entrusted to her care. It turned out that an unexpected incident had occurred at home. Due to issues related to her mother's lineage, someone in the family had to go to the countryside. Naturally, her stepsister was unwilling, but she never expected the woman to volunteer to go to the countryside for experience. For a moment, her stepmother was so pleased she could not stop smiling, not wanting her own daughter to suffer. The father hurriedly handed the passbook he carried to the woman. After the woman took the passbook, she asked her father to write a severance of kinship agreement. From then on, they would have no connection. When the stepmother saw how easily the woman was deceived, she hurriedly urged her husband to grant the woman's wish. In front of everyone, the woman thus severed ties with her father. The next morning, just as the woman sat down, she said she wanted to transfer her job in the city to her stepsister. The stepmother, worried that the woman would change her mind, immediately took them to the manager to handle the handover procedures. After filling out the application forms, they learned that she could start the new position next Monday. Only then did the stepmother relax. Once everything was ready, the three of them immediately went on a trip, leaving the woman alone at home to guard the house. Watching the happy family before her, the woman immediately put on a smiling face to see them off. But as soon as they had just departed, the woman immediately wiped off her professional fake smile. With a face full of scheming triumph, she ran to the phone. She called the manager to say the job transfer this morning was slightly improper. She proposed canceling the transfer as if nothing had happened. After obtaining the manager's approval, the woman instantly felt refreshed. She immediately set about initiating her plan to clear out the entire family's possessions. In order to leave nothing behind for her father, the woman hurriedly found her great uncle. She suggested renting the house to him for 10 years. She wanted to render her father and stepmother homeless. The idea immediately piqued her great uncle's interest. He hurriedly asked for the reason. Only then did the woman pour out all the grievances she had suffered in recent years. Upon hearing how the woman had been treated, her great uncle immediately agreed to the woman's proposal. But just as the woman was on her way home, a few thugs suddenly caught her attention. Guessing that they had been sent by her stepmother, the woman decided to play along with their plan. Before leaving, she was determined to make them pay. Sure enough, after 2 days of surveillance and reconnaissance, the men sneaked to the villa's entrance while the woman was away. They took out the key provided by the stepmother and easily unlocked the door. But when they entered the villa, they were instantly dumbfounded. The vast villa had been moved out, leaving only a single sofa. Not a single like was left behind. When the woman saw that the lock had been deliberately broken, she knew the time was ripe. She immediately tore off the lock and pushed open the door, but she did not go inside. Instead, she turned toward the street and shouted for people to catch the thieves.